Good evening, folks. Welcome. We are back another Friday night. Beautiful football weather here tonight. This is Burke Swenson from Lewis Central High School, Titan Field. We've got a 3A District 9 contest tonight between old Hawkeye 10 rivals as Lewis Central hosts Glenwood tonight. A tremendous football game in store here. This should be a good one, folks. The Titans, of course, come in 7-0 on the season. Glenwood coming in 4-3. Do not let the three losses fool you, folks. Their three losses are probably the best three losses in Class 3A this season. So this should be a tremendous football game coming down the wire. We are here tonight. This game originally, when the schedule was set to be in Glenwood. They're having field turf installed at their school, so they switched the game up here. I promise you nobody here minds that at all. Being here 3 games in a row to finish out the season, and with what looks like a almost certain playoff game to be hosted that first round of playoffs as well. So we'll dive into the numbers just a little bit. This game holds a little bit of personal fun for me. Those of you that know, I served on Jim Duggan's staff for the better part of a decade. Before that, I was the head football coach at Riverside, and one of my assistants was John Tarks. Well, John Tarks calls the offense for Glenwood, and Corey Faust, the head coach at Glenwood, was the head coach at Avoca. And I had a lot of good battles with Corey as we played there. So a lot of fun personally for me. We're so happy you could join us on the broadcast. This has become kind of a national deal for us here, kind of fun. Last week we had over 500 people tuned in to watch. Here are just a few of the places. We've got a neat, the ability, Pete Norville, to find our analytics here. And we had Portland, Maine, San Diego, California, Denver, Phoenix, Boise, Colorado Springs, San Antonio, Fort Worth, Wichita, St. Louis, Alabama, Washington State, Minneapolis, Sioux Falls, my folks up in Osage, Iowa, northern Iowa, obviously several of you around the Iowa area, from Lincoln to Lincoln, Nebraska, but back to Harlan, Ames, Iowa City, Cedar Rapids here in Iowa, Milwaukee, Western Pennsylvania, Virginia, Duluth, Minnesota, Cleveland, Ohio, Montana. It's become quite a national deal, and rightfully so. This is a special season, a special team. Lewis Central trying to complete just the second undefeated team in 58 years of football here. So obviously very, very special things going on. As far as what you'll see tonight, you're going to see Lewis Central in their spread like they always do, trying to get the ball out into their athletes, spread that defense out, and then let Max Duggan do his thing. Max Duggan, the senior quarterback, headed to TCU. On the other side, you're going to see Glenwood do quite a bit of things, several different things offensively. Mainly the option is what you'll see as a dose. To give you an idea of what to expect, Glenwood has rushed the ball 341 times on the season and passed it just 86. So that's a almost 4-to-1 ratio of what they like to do. Lewis Central is actually not even it's less than a 2-to-1 pass to run ratio. A very balanced offense that Coach Duggan's got going. So with that, we are almost set for the kickoff here. Drake Nettles, one of the best in the state, surefire Division I kicker here to be, is set to kick off. He has had 50 of his 61 kicks as touchbacks. And here's the kick. This one's going to be number 51 on that touchback list. So great job by Drake setting up the Titan defense in good spots. So what we've got here, we got the Titans heading from right to left on your screen. Navy helmets, navy tops, and white pants. You got Glenwood in their white jerseys with black helmets and black pants. So with the kickoff, what you're going to see Glenwood do here is huddle. They'll send out just a couple of players, a receiver and a couple of linemen, and then the rest of them will rush to the line. So it's kind of they're trying to limit your pre-snap read on defense. So they'll go in their flex bone look here. Motion, going to be an inside handoff to the fullback. You'll see a big dose of that. The option is based off of your fullback run. If you can establish the fullback run, then you can pull the ball and the quarterback can keep it to the outside. You can run your play action. So everything's based off that. A nice gain on first down there Gain of about 6. So it's going to set up a very manageable 2nd and 4. When you run the option, you have got to be successful on first down because everything else is predicated off that down and distance. So now they can run the ball again, which I'm sure they will. Yep, they're straight up the middle to the fullback. A nice gain, a little trap action there. And Glenwood is excited. A first down there.
Noah Carver on the carry for the Rams.
So we'll huddle up. Ball is out to the 40-yard line here. Ball's on the near hash. So because their offensive set is bunched in, you'll see our defense bunched in. Motion the other way. They're going to try the fullback again. This time Logan Jones is there and brings him down right at the line of scrimmage.
Logan Jones on the stop.
And that's exactly what I was talking. So now 2nd and 10. 2nd and 10 does not work well for the option. You've got to have those manageable downs and distances. So my guess is we'll see our first play action pass here. John likes to run a lot of rollout here, so you'll see the quarterback sprinting one way or the other, especially with the ball in the center of the field. You're going to see him rolling one way or the other. Now, defensively, that helps you because it cuts the field in half, limits how much you have to defend. But we'll see here. Expect some motion. There it is. Going to be a toss sweep to the outside. Nice gain there. So on that play, there's a misread. Brady Miller coming in, firing off the edge. Now what Brady's got to do is if that's a toss, he's got to stop, redirect, and go back. As it is, that created a heck of a lane and a big gain there. So 3rd and 2, just like that, Glenwood's back in a manageable down. This is a down you can run the ball on. And since they do that almost four times as many times as they pass, you can expect a run here. So they'll stay in their flex package. So there's 2 running backs right off the edge of the lineman. Lots of motion. This is going to be a lead. Titans blitz on it, but they blitz the wrong side. For Glenwood, the call was to the left. A lucky call there as it goes to the left side. Sometimes that's with the blitz. You either guess right or you guess wrong. And that one went in Glenwood's favor. So Glenwood gets the first down. They get the ball across the 50 now into Titan territory. Ball's at the 46. Ball now on the far hash. Glenwood will stay, I'm sure, in this flex look with 1 receiver and 1 tight end. Motion. Trying to get Lewis Central to jump. They're going to try it again. Toss the 16 off the left side. And he's going to be knocked out of bounds on the far side. Another nice gain. I think it's about a gain of about 9. Yeah, that it is. And so that's going to set up a 2nd and 1. So a nice drive here on the first set of possession for Glenwood. Eating up a lot of clock here as every play has been a run. We're already under 9 minutes to go in this first quarter. Motion to the near side. Fullback give. Quarterback keeps this time. Nice job by the Titans staying home, but I think the damage is done. I think that's going to get him the first, and sure enough it is. Only needed about a yard. So, fresh set of downs for Glenwood. Continue the drive. Ball down to the 35. Ball's in the center of the field. All right, Glenwood will come to the line. 2 receivers this time in their flex look. Motion. Fullback off the edge. They've been able to sustain a fairly good play with the fullback gives. Only 1 has been tackled for no gain. So, yeah, 2nd and 5. Long 5, short 6, whichever you want to call it. Ball at the 31. None of this, of course, is hurting Lewis Central other than taking up clock. As long as Lewis Central keeps him out of the end zone, this is all for naught here. They're going to come up inside. Quarterback keep. That's a play That's a play Corey ran all the way back at Avoca. He called it gut. It's basically a quarterback follow. So the fullback leads through the hole, hopefully taking on the blocker. That motion back then planted his foot and led as well. Hopefully, if everything's blocked up, that second back is up on a safety and the quarterback's through. As it was, a nice job of filling in the middle of that defense by Lewis Central. Limits it to practically no gain there. So 3rd and 5. We'll see is another run, or do we see our first pass of the night? Going to be a toss sweep. He's out on the edge, but he's going to be tackled. This time Brady Miller is in the filling lane there and able to make the play. Same play they ran earlier to the near side. This time Brady makes the play, and that's going to set up a 4th and 5. My guess is they're kind of in no man's land here. So my guess is they'll go for it. If you punt it, even if, let's see here. Well, what this could be, folks, is a cowboy kick. We'll see here. It looks like they're going offensively, but my guess is he's going to pooch it. Nope, he's going to roll out. He's going to try and get to the far. He pulls it down, runs it. He's going to run. It's tackled. Let's see where they mark it. Glenwood thinks they've got a first down. And they do. So they roll the dice on 4th and 5, roll the quarterback out. He keeps it, breaks a tackle, and is able to set Glenwood up 1st and 10 at the 28-yard line. So nice drive by Glenwood continued. I think had the tackler made the tackle, he'd have been tackled down before the line to gain. So a big play by Glenwood. They'll go right back to running here. They're going to go right back to a dose of fullback. Here it comes. Fullback off the edge, bounces it to the side. And he's going to be brought down after another nice gain.
Carry again by Carter for the Rams.
So Coach Hannafin's got to get something figured out with that fullback dive. The dive, the dive is given inside, but the fullback's bouncing to the edge every time. So they're getting a nice wall, a nice cave down blocks by the tackle and the tight ends. And instead of the fullback having to lead up through the 2 or the 3 hole, the inside holes, he's bouncing to the edge. Motion to the left, toss sweep, and going to be tackled there. Maybe a gain of 1.
Stop for a short gain by the defense.
So you can see the strategy here. They continue to pound the ball inside, sucking that defense in, and then they're trying to get to the edge, trying to, if you will, surprise the defense. Lewis Central up to the task here the last couple of downs on the edge. Coach Hannafin substitutes some personnel here, brings in another linebacker type. So 3rd and a long 4. Toss sweep the other way. He's going to bounce it to the outside, gets to the edge, and there's the flag. Several people with their arms up wanting a holding call, and I think they're going to get it.
There's a flag on the play.
Hold on the right edge here of the offense, left edge of the defense. Down and distance hurts you, so I'm sure Coach Hannafin will want this pushed back.
76 of the offense. 10 yards from the spot of the foul. Repeat third down.
So it'll still be 3rd down, but now the distance is going to be 14 or more. We'll see. They said spot of the foul. See where they spot it. Yeah, so it's going to be 3rd and about 14. So big down here for the Titan defense. As long as they keep them out of the end zone, then nothing hurt. Drive like this also gives Coach Hannafin a chance to see what they're going to try and do, see what they feel their best plays are. Here they're going to spread it out, so you can expect, quarterback in the shotgun. You expect him to roll, most likely to his left. Nope, he's going to step back and throw. Up through the middle, tries to go forward and is tackled. It's going to be a short gain, but still, given that it was 3rd and 14, that short gain is still going to bring up a long 4th down. Glenwood coaches talking about what they want to do here. And they're signaling in an offensive play, so they're going to go for it again. Glenwood is kind of in that scenario where there's nothing to lose. They're 1-2 in district play, which means they're not mathematically eliminated, but they're awfully close. So this is one of the games where you just don't leave anything. There's an offensive player jumped, and that's going to push him back even further.
Ball start. 13 offense. 5 yards. To 4th down.
All right, so that's going to make it 4th and about 20. So if you're Lewis Central, you just got to keep everything in front of you, come up and make a sound tackle. They'll probably bring pressure off the edges here and try and get some pressure on the quarterback. He's going to have pressure, and it doesn't see it coming, and it gets there. Job well done there. Coach Hannafin sent Jake Lear on a blitz. Jake comes scot-free and is able to bring down the quarterback for a loss, which also creates a turnover and down. So a nice job there by Lewis Central of holding off. And actually are going to take over the ball in really good field position. Lewis Central have the ball at the 39. They'll take that all night long. So Lewis Central's going to come spread right away. Empty set, 5 receivers. Max back there by himself. Expect either a quick throw or a quarterback run. They motion one back in now. Max back to pass. Got lots of time. He's going to put it up. He's got a man. Josh Simmons goes up over the defender and makes the catch. A huge gain on 1st down. Gain of 30-plus. And just like that, the Titans are in Glenwood territory. Ball at the 23-yard line. Ball's on the far hash. Lewis Central's going to go fast. They have to wait for the officials to get things set. They do. There's the whistle to play. Max with 4 wide receivers. Going to be an inside handoff. Off the left side, Gittens. He's going to break a tackle. And touchdown, Pay Dirt. Mike Gittens off the left edge breaks 1 tackle, and a nice job by the offensive line. And, folks, just like that, it is 6-0 Titans. So all that work by Glenwood thwarted in 2 plays as the defense holds and the offense, as it has been all season long, continues to be electric. Drake Nettles is on for the PAT. Here's the snap. Here's the hold by Jonah Pomeranke. Kick is up, and it is good. So with 2:35 to go in the first quarter, your Titans now lead 7-0. Another kind of exciting development for us, folks, here. We'd love to be able to continue to broadcast to you, especially when the playoffs come. But the state of Iowa has a rule that you cannot do so with video. You can radio-wise, but not video unless you pay a fee, so to speak. And so we, Pete Norville and Jim Watson, were able to arrange some advertising folks for us. Some people kindly donated to give us the opportunity to continue to broadcast. And so we wanted to start that here tonight, even though we didn't need to. So we just want to say our thanks to these folks here. So on these breaks here, I'll be able to bring you some of the folks that were kind enough to help us out here. Our first one, we want to thank AirServe. Thanks to Travis Waldstein and AirServe Heating and Cooling for the servicing AC and heating systems in Council Bluffs, Glenwood, Trainer, and more. Contact AirServe, our first sponsor. We thank you so much, and we'll continue to bring you more and more of our sponsors tonight as we go on. All right, so after a long, timely drive by Glenwood is stopped, Lewis Central scores, hits Pay Dirt in 2 plays. A bomb from Max Duggan to Josh Simmons and a long 23-yard run from Mike Gittens gets us 7-0. So just like that here, Drake's back to kick in what looks like it'll be the only offensive possession for Lewis Central in the first quarter. Drake's going to put that through the end zone again.
Once again,
If my math is right, that's the 52nd touchback for Drake out of 63 attempts. And so we'll see the Glenwood offense come back on. Now, they were able to move the ball fairly effectively and consistently, so I'm assuming we're going to continue to see more of what they did. Yep, they're going to stay in that flex bone look. It's basically kind of like an inverted wishbone. Going to have a lot of motion. This time he's going to pass the ball, and he had to scramble and nothing doing. That defensive line giving him no time at all. And that's going to be a tackle for no gain. So breaking some tendencies there, going with a pass on first down. John has always been a heavy first down run play caller, and so breaking some tendencies there. They'll stay in the flex bone with 2 wide receivers. Motion to the far side. Give me a fullback handoff. He's off the left edge, but this time not much there. He's going to be a minimal gain of about 3. And that's going to set up a 3rd and 7. As I was saying before the game, Glenwood has only passed the ball 86 times on the season coming into tonight. So not what they want to do. They want to run that ball, move the sticks, and have manageable third downs. This is not what they do best. So we'll see if the defense can come up big here. It's going to be an inside handoff, and he's going to be tackled right there. They try the fullback dive, and that interior line now making some changes or upping their play, and they stop it for maybe a gain of 1, might be 2 based on where they're setting the ball here. So we'll call it a gain of 2. That's going to set up a 4th and 5, but the ball's all the way back at the 25 of Lewis Central. So certainly a punt coming here. So we'll see our first punt from Glenwood. Back is Josh Simmons, who does a nice job returning our punts. He's got his feet at the Titan 45, so my guess is he'll move up just a bit, hopefully field this ball right at midfield. Glenwood's going to send some motion on their special teams. Good punt. Josh has got to retreat. He's going to catch the ball back right outside the 30. Tries to make a man miss, but cannot. He's going to be tackled right at the 30. So Titans will take over. 1st and 10 at the 30. Again, decent field position. They'll take that all night. Ball's going to be spotted on the near hash. Titans are moving from right to left. A great job defensively to get the ball back with 31 seconds. I wasn't sure if Lewis Central would even have an opportunity to see the ball one more time in this quarter, but they'll get a shot here, at least one play. 4 wide receivers, twins to both sides. Max in the shotgun. Here's the snap. Going to be a pass. Max to throw. Good to protection and time. Throws that ball up. Should have been intercepted. One of the few times you'll see Max throw that ball a little short. The defender cut underneath Josh Simmons on that mid-level route, and ball goes off his fingertips and over. So, yeah, should have been a pick there. So Titans dodge a bullet. They'll get a second chance here. 2nd and 10 with 25 seconds to go in this first quarter. Titans are going to go with their more traditional set. This is their 3 wide receiver, 2-back set. They've got a back beside Max in the shotgun and an H-back. Max is going to keep it off the left side. Cuts up the middle. He's able to gain a couple yards, but there's a flag thrown behind. Usually when the referee behind the play throws a flag, it's almost always holding. We'll see what they call here. Sure enough, it's going to be holding. Called on Brady Miller there, so that's going to negate that play, bring it back. Still 20 seconds to go, so we'll get another play in here. Going to set up, though, a 2nd and 22. So costly penalty. So as a play caller, what you want to do here, you just want to get a big chunk of it back. Try and get back to the original line of scrimmage if you can to make it somewhat of a reasonable 3rd down attempt. So I'm assuming we'll see some sort of a pass here. Max to pass. He's going to throw the deep out to Fedoni. Fedoni a little slow on getting out of his break. Ball was already there by the time he came out of his break. And that's the end of the first quarter. So before we take a short break here, we want to pass on another thank you to Heartland Properties, the Heartland Properties team dedicated to putting their experience and local knowledge to work for you in all steps of your real estate transaction from start to finish. Heartland Properties. So thank you, Heartland. We'll take just a short break in between quarters here, and we'll be back for second quarter action. Your Titans leading Glenwood 7-0. All right, folks, let's get back to action here. We're about to start the second quarter. Pretty fast first quarter there. When you play a team that runs the ball as much as Glenwood does, that keeps that clock rolling. And so that first quarter done in 20 minutes. We usually aren't done quite that fast. That's all right. We'll take it. Your Titans are leading 7-0 here as we begin the second quarter. And Titans now moving left to right. Max back to run here. He's going to get a block, but unable to shed a tackle just past the line of scrimmage. And so that's going to set up a 4th and about 19. So we'll see Drake out here to punt for the first time tonight.
Nettles back in punt formation.
Drake almost as good punting as he is kicking. Averaging 39.5 yards per punt. So Drake very good at flipping the field here. Gets a nice kick, and it's going to bounce. Bounces right to a Glenwood player. He picks it up and is able to rumble off the side there to the right toward the Glenwood sideline. Gets the ball across midfield to the 45.
Wardlow forced him out of bounds.
And so Glenwood will take over with very good field position. That's actually starting in Titan territory. First time they've started this deep in Titan territory on the night. And there's going to be flag. Okay, I thought so. Just saw as they were breaking the huddle, a player for Glenwood ran off and out of bounds, which means they had 12 in the huddle. That's an illegal substitution. And that's going to push them back. So, yep, that's going to be 1st and 15. So already kind of putting themselves in a tough way here. They're going to spread things out. Four wide, 2 backs. He's going to roll out to his left. He's going to cut up inside, and he's going to find a host of defensive linemen in there for him. That's that. I tell you what, if Lewis Central can get them into that game plan of they have to throw, boy, that really tips the odds in the Titans' favor there, because that's just not something they do well. And so that's going to bring up a 2nd and 12. Ball at the 47 of the Titans. They're going to stay in their spread, so they got 3 wide, 2 backs, quarterback in the shotgun. Here's the snap. He's going to come back across. They try to counterplay, and that's going to be hit and tackled for a loss. You can tell that right there. That was film study. That was a play Coach Shanafin kind of signaled out as they're going to try this trick play, this counter. And, boy, were our Titans ready for that based on their formation and their motion there. A great job executing the defense there by the Titans. That's going to push it back to 3rd and 14. Ball is on the far hash. They'll go with their traditional flex bone look. 2 wide, 2 backs off the edge. Back to pass. Going to throw the quick out. It's going to be complete, but it's going to be well short of a first down. See where they mark it here. It's going to set up, I think, 4th and about 6. See where they mark it. Yeah, ball at the 41. So 4th and 6. Now, they're in Titan territory, so it wouldn't surprise me if they go for it here. Titans are going to make a substitution on defense. Bring Deo in back on the D-line. All right, so Glenwood's going to stay in the flex bone. We'll see some motion here, I'm sure. Here it comes. Back. Going to reset the play. Motion the other way. Fullback dive. Quarterback keep. But he's going to be tackled short. Defense holds. Nice job by the Titan defense as the quarterback pulled on the dive give. Tried to get off the right edge. Was able to get about 3, but that's going to leave him 3 short. So Titan defense holds again, keeping Glenwood off the scoreboard. And the Titans now will take over at the 37-yard line. So Titans are going to like that field position, see if they go with a big play chance here right away or if they maybe try to establish some run. Traditional set, inside handoff, Gittens right up the middle, untouched, breaks a tackle, and he's going to go, folks. He is going to go all the way for the touchdown. Mike Gittens having a big night.
63-yard run.
Now, the officials are getting together. Hold on a second. I don't see a flag on the field unless it's – no, everybody's coming back. Okay, so doggone it. They're going to call holding on Thomas Fedoni down the field. The wide receiver holding on the edge, so we'll see. It's still going to be a first down because it's the spot of the foul, and the foul took place beyond 10 yards down the field. So even though the play won't count as a touchdown, they'll mark it from the spot. So still a first down for the Titans, but boy, they'd sure rather have those points. Costly penalty. Hopefully the Titans can still put one in the end zone here. 3 wide receivers. They're going to run the exact same play off the left edge here. Miller on the carry. Straight ahead. Still a decent gain here on first down. They'll take it. Second and 4 coming up. So a gain of 6. Basically ran the same play, but costly penalties. All right, so ball's now in Glenwood territory. Placed at the 45. Ball's on the far hash. Max has got 3 wide receivers. Twins to the near side. 2 backs. Here's the snap. Inside handoff. Max is going to keep it off the left edge. Makes a man miss. Cuts north. And he's going to get himself a first down. So you can tell that Glenwood has really keyed in on trying to stop Max's running game, which obviously, it's not like his arm isn't a problem, but you can kind of see their philosophy on the night is we're going to stop Max from running. We're going to make him pass the ball, which good luck with that. But Max does enough there to get a first down, moves the chains. Ball's now at the 39 of Glenwood. We're at 7:50 and counting here in the second quarter. Titans leading 7-0. 3 wide, 2 receivers to the near side. Max, play action pass. He's going to throw down the far side. He's got one-on-one. Fedoni couldn't quite get there. Pretty well defended on the play. Try to fade down the left side. That's going to set up 2nd and 10. So Titan offense taking shots deep here, keeping that Glenwood defense honest. All right, so Titans will break the huddle. They're going to go with the 3 wide receiver set again. Twins to the near side, 2 backs. Motion across. Low snap. Max picks it up. It's going to be sweep. He cuts inside off a nice block. Another cut inside. Max is going to be inside the 25-yard line. Big gain, first down. And just like that, Titans are at the 25, nearly knocking on the door. They are certainly within Drake's field goal range. Drake's got a 54-yarder on the season, so this would not be a problem if the drive isn't able to produce 6. Titans sure would prefer the 6, though. They're going to stay with this 2-back set. So, no, I'm sorry. I thought that was an H-back. They're going to go 4 wide. Going to bring Josh across. Here's the bubble to Josh. On the outside, he's got the edge. He's got the first down. He's going to be tripped up inside the 20. I believe it's going to be marked right around the 17. We'll see. Hard to tell from that far side. Looks like 12. 5 yards further. All right, so ball at the 12. Nearly first and goal here for the Titan offense. 4 wide. Max is going to inside handoff. Mike cuts it back up the left, bounces off. A tackler breaks another, and Mike is in for the touchdown. So Mike had a nice long run earlier and is able to repeat it from a shorter distance. There's a Glenwood player down on the play, so the touchdown will stand. Currently 13-0. We'll give him a moment to attend to the Glenwood player. We'll see Coach Faust coming out now to take a look. Not sure if he was being blocked on the play or if he tried to make the tackle on the play. He's kind of on the far side. They're helping him up now, so glad to see that. And he's walking off on his own accord, so probably just got the wind knocked out of him. All right, so Drake Nettles is on to kick the PAT.
Thank you guys for all you do.
All right, there's the whistle for play. Drake lines things up. Jonah Pomeranke ready on that hold. Here's the snap. The hold. Kick is up. And the kick is good. So, just like that, folks, it's 14-0. Your Titans leading Glenwood with 6:42 to go here in the second quarter. We want to get in another one of our advertisements for you from our sponsors. This from Bloom Works Floral in downtown Council Bluffs, offering unique, fresh, and permanent floral arrangements, specializing in creative wedding design, amazing prom accessories, and beautiful sympathy florals. Bloom Works Floral here in Council Bluffs. Want to give our first shout-outs of the night, too. Last week, I tell you what, we had people all over the country. Kind of fun for us to be able to bring this to you. Our first shout-out tonight goes to Atlanta, Georgia, Charlotte, North Carolina, Southern Alabama, Lexington, Kentucky, and Seattle, Washington. So, again, a national broadcast. Happy to bring it to you. The video, which is absolutely outstanding. If you're able to see this video, it is as crystal clear as you can get. That's Megan Dermody filming for us. Pete Norville back there giving us our analytics. And this is Burke Swenson calling the game for you. So we'll continue on with second quarter action. Your Titans up 14-0 if you're just joining us. Titans have only had the ball 3 times, have scored on 2 of them. Drake Nettles set to kick here. Your Titans are moving left to right here in this quarter. Navy blue on top, white on bottom. And this will be yet another touchback, what I like to call the norm for Drake Nettles on the season. Coach Hannafin getting that defense ready to go. Glenwood marched the field in the first possession. Nice job moving the ball downfield. Went for it on 4th down, even converted, but yielded no points out of it. And the next couple of drives, Coach Hannafin's had his defense adjusted and dialed in and very little. All right, so this is a good sign if you're Lewis Central. So Glenwood's going to spread things out. So they've taken the fullback out. They've got 3 receivers, 2 backs. Quarterback back to pass. He's going to run the ball, and he's going to be met by a host of tacklers there. It's going to be a minimal gain. So The reason I say this is Glenwood has only passed the ball a fourth of the time coming into the season. They run the ball 3/4 of the time, so this is not what they do. So this looks like they're a little bit desperation mode, trying to get something generated, some sort of offense. Sets up a 2nd and 8. So see if they stay with it. Nope, they're going to go back to their flex bone. They've got twins to the far side. See some motion here. Expect an inside handoff. Yep, there it is to the fullback. And he's going to be dropped for another minimal gain. Somebody's helmet popped off there. We'll see.
Carter on the carry. The Titans on the stop.
So gain of about 2. So it's going to bring up a 3rd and 6. Coach Hannafin's going to make a substitution, bring in a more defensive back type style player for a defensive lineman. So expect a 3-man front from the Titans. They're going to play coverage here as they expect a pass. Not sure what's taking so long. Okay, there's only 10 left on the play clock. Glenwood will come here with their flex bone set. Motion near side. Inside handoff, quarterback keep, and he is going to be tackled for a loss on the play. We'll see if they give him forward progress back to the original line of scrimmage, but even so, at best, it's going to be a gain of 0.
Brings up 4th down.
So we will see the punting unit here for Glenwood. I highly doubt they'll go for it as they're deep in their own territory. Ball's only spotted at the 24-yard line. So we'll see the punt here by Glenwood. Josh is back at the 45. Good punt the first time out. He got a hold of that one. The Glenwood punter did. Decent punt. Josh is over to his left to catch it. Does so. Is hit almost immediately after catching it. Falls forward for a short gain. So the offense will come out and have outstanding field position. They're going to have the ball at the 49-yard line. So only 1 yard to gain to be in what we call plus territory. In other words, in the opponent's territory. So Lewis Central, outstanding field position. Honestly, folks, they only need to get about 25 yards here of offense, and they're already in Drake's field goal distance in his range there, and might not even need that much. So they're going to go 3 wide, 2 backs here. Max in the shotgun. Here's the snap. Play action pass. He's going to throw it right over top to Gittens. Gittens is going to break a tackle, fall forward, cuts inside, and is able to make it up for a first down there. We'll see. I might have had that wrong. I don't think it's Gittens. That has Brady Miller. So Brady with the catch. Nice little wrinkle play there as they play action and then bring the back out into the flat. Max drops it right over top of the linebacker, and Brady does the rest. So 1st and 10. Ball at the 35-yard line. They're going to stay with their 3 wide receiver, 2 back set. Both the H-back and the back on the same side. This is Dane Norville on the jet sweep. Dane gets the edge, then cuts it north. And he's going to have a nice gain of about 8. That's become a really nice little wrinkle that they've been able to add this year, that jet sweep. And the nice thing about it is, especially there, the first time they show it, it's successful. And so now anytime they play action off of it, that Glenwood defense has got to honor it. They've got to stay wide, and that usually sets up something up the middle, be it a play action pass or a run. That's going to be, I would say, well, they're going to call it a gain of 7. So 2nd and 3. Max is going to bring motion across. Here's that look. Max back to pass. He's going to go to the far deep corner, Josh Simmons, and he's going to drop it right in the bucket. Josh with a nice route, and Max puts it on a dime. I mean, could not have been thrown any better. Hits Josh in stride right in the back corner, and that's going to put the Titans up 20-0 with 3:20 remaining here in this first half. Drake will come on and kick what almost certainly will be a successful PAT. And we should have a 21-point lead here, folks, very shortly. Jonah's ready. Drake's ready. Here's the snap. There's the hold. There's the kick. And it is good. So, folks, 21-0. Your Titans leading with 3:20 to go in this first half. Like to say our thank you to Piles Photography. They have been capturing childhood memories through school portraits, images of youth sports, and special occasions since 1946. Piles Photography, thank you so much for helping us to bring you Titan football. Another shout out. So we've already given shout out to folks that are listening in Atlanta, Charlotte, Alabama, Kentucky, Washington. Now we add to that Spokane, Washington, southeastern Montana, Yankton, South Dakota, Kansas City, Kansas, Oklahoma City, Oklahoma, Joplin, Missouri. I know my folks are listening up in Osage, Iowa. I'll tell you what, it's just really, really fun to be able to bring you all this this game and this special season that continues here for the Titans. So Coach Bond's got the special teams all set. If you're hearing that music in the background there, you know that means the Titans have scored and they're getting ready to kick off. We hope to bring you that song many, many more times tonight before the night is over. A nice chilly night, seeing folks in coats and sweatshirts, even some hats and stocking caps out there. It is football weather. Boy, I tell you, I think back to our first broadcast in August when we were all up here trying to keep the sweat out of our eyes. It was so hot and so muggy, and finally the weather shifted, and it is football time. So here's Drake Nettles for another, what we expect to be, touchback. This one's going to hit shallow but bounce into the end zone. So job done by Drake, setting up the long field. What that does, folks, is it forces the offense for the opposing team to have to drive the entire field. It may not seem like much, and I know a lot of returns don't return very far, but you know, think about it, if an opposing team is able to field that kickoff at the 5 or 10 and return it to the 30, that's essentially one first down that offense doesn't have to get now. So by continuing to push that touchback, that forces that offense to have to drive that entire length of the field. So here we go with the flex bone here. Two receivers, motion to the far side, inside handoff to the fullback. And as a fan, if you're a Glenwood fan, you just have to understand, you have to be patient with it, that this is just a part of the offense. I know you want to get big plays and score, but the basis of the offense is that fullback dive, and they're a successful one. 2nd and 5 they'll set up, or 2nd and 6, so pretty good gain on that first down. I believe Titans have taken a timeout, so that'll give us a chance to continue on. We want to thank Watson and Ryan Law Firm, practicing in both Iowa and Nebraska, a business and litigation firm working for a diverse client base, including businesses, financial institutions, and not-for-profit organizations, government entities, and individual clients. Watson and Ryan Law Firm, thank you for helping us bring you Titan football. We'll take just a short break as they finish the timeout. We'll be back for the remaining 3 minutes of the second quarter. All right, folks, we're back. 2nd and a long, we'll call it 6. Long 5, short 6 here for Glenwood. Motion. They're going to try a counter play here off the right edge. That was the wing back on the near side, cutting back across the grain, kind of a trap look there. It's successful for a gain of about 5, so that sets up a 3rd and 1. This is exactly what Glenwood wanted here. If they can get into 3rd and shorts, then their offense is doing what it's designed to do, which is eat up clock, keep possessions away from this potent Titan offense, and and hopefully grind out first downs and score. But Titan defense up to the task so far tonight. Flex bone here again, motion across. This is going to be off the left edge. He breaks a tackle. The fullback's out and running, breaks another tackle, and finally brought down at the 25-yard line. A big gain there on the fullback give. So Titan defense caught sleeping for just a moment, breaks some tackles. That was
marked on the 25-yard line, 1st and 10.
Cooper Silvius, I believe, is his name. 6 foot, 210-pound running back in at fullback. And so just like that, Glenwood's got the ball in Titan territory. Motion across, going to stick with that fullback, and the quarterback's going to keep and run right behind him, run that gut play. That midline option there. And that's going to bring up 2nd and about 7. So we'll call it a gain of 3. The whole point of the Glenwood offense, folks, this is the veer. The idea is that you put one player in space and you do not block him. You make him make a decision. And so the advantage for you is it's one less player that you have to actually block. And then the quarterback has to do all the work of reading that player and deciding whether he gives or whether he keeps. Some are design calls like that, which that was a keep there. So the quarterback had that in play. This is going to be a sweep to the right. Nice job keeping the edge there outside by Jake Lear. Forces that back to cut up. That's what you want. You want your outside linebacker to set that edge and force the running back to run back inside where all of the help from the defense is. He still gets a decent gain out of it. Gain of about 2. So it's going to set up a 3rd and 5. Not ideal 3rd down for Glenwood, but certainly manageable. They could even run the ball here this deep in the territory and set up a 4th and short and then go for it on 4th. So expect 2 plays here if they don't get it. Motion to the right. Going to be a play-action pass. Quarterback rolls to his left, throws. I don't think it – okay, yeah. Even if he had come up with that, I think it bounced off the turf as it is. The ball bounces free, so that's an incomplete pass. So 4th and 5. I'm not sure what Glenwood has for a kicker. I don't think they have an established kicker, so my bet is you'll see a 4th down attempt here. Kind of telling there that they went for it on – or that they ran a pass on 3rd and 5. I really thought, given how much success they'd have with the dive so far on this drive, that they'd stick with that dive, get what they could on 3rd, and then probably go for it on that 4th and what would have been short. As it is, looks like they're going to let the play clock run down and call timeout. And sure enough, that's what Corey does. So they'll take a timeout with 36 seconds remaining here in this second quarter. Your Titans are up 21-0. That'll give us a chance to bring up Smith Davis Insurance, locally owned and operated here in Council Bluffs. When you work with Smith Davis Insurance, you'll get experience, the exceptional service, and attention to detail that you only find with an independent insurance agent. Smith Davis Insurance. Thank you for helping sponsor Titan football. Oh, I love it. Whenever you hear from former players, I just got a text from Corey Lear telling me I'm doing an okay job. Thank you very much, Corey. Actually, Corey was nice enough to say I'm doing a great job, but thank you, Corey. I know that's a proud big brother there watching his younger brother make a nice defensive play, doing his job and following his assignment. Thank you, Corey. Love hearing from you. Always fun. That's one of the best things in coaching, folks. I tell you what, when you hear from players past here, I'm to the point now in my career where I get to attend some weddings and such and see the birth of those first children. That is as fun as it gets for a coach, seeing those gentlemen grow up and be the men that you hope they can grow up to be. So great to hear from you, Corey. Thank you. All right, folks, so we're kind of down to the nitty-gritty here. There's 36 seconds left in this first half. It's 4th and 5. Ball is at the 20 of the Titans. Glenwood is going to look here, and now Glenwood's going to take a second timeout. So I don't know if that was to see. Sometimes you see that collegiately or pro, you'll see them come out, get set so they can see what the defense set is, but I don't know that Glenwood actually had an opportunity to get in their offensive formation there. So All right, so I'll tell you what, we've got one more sponsor we want to thank, and this will give us time to get that in. We want to thank The Hub, newly established in 2017 and located downtown at Council Bluffs. The Hub offers amazing trampoline park with dodgeball, open bounce, dunk hoops, and airbag, all designed to create a fun family entertainment center here in Council Bluffs. The Hub. So I'm fortunate enough to know Brooke, who's kind of leading that up there, Brooke Edwards, and former CrossFit buddy of mine. She does a great job. If you know Brooke, you know she does everything she does well. So thank you, Brooke, for helping sponsor Titan football.
Second quarter score Irvindale 10.
All right, so let's see what this fourth down holds here. They go with 3 wide, 2 backs, quarterback by himself. There's motion here. Going to be a pass. He's going to have pressure. Dodges forward. Does he have enough, though, to get that first down? I think he does. Quarterback scrambles, is able to get outside of the pocket. We lost contain on this near side, and that's going to be enough to be a first down. So Glenwood's going to have it 1st and 10 from the 12. Clock is running, 21 seconds and counting. They're going to stay spread wide. Going to be a pass again. Glenwood, he's going to scramble again, and this time the Titans are going to bring him down. And the Glenwood coaches come running out to call their last timeout. That's going to be a gain of 0, so the ball will remain at the 12. It'll be 2nd down. There's only 11 seconds to go, so you got to assume that this will be nearly the last play of the first half unless they throw an incomplete pass. Oh, is it? I'm sorry. I was reading it. I'm 5 yards off again. I apologize. It's at the 7. Pardon me. It's 2nd and goal. I am an LC employee, so I guess I'm trying my best to keep him back here if I can. So, all right. Oh, a nice text from my brother. Thinks I'm doing a nice job. Thanks, Tan. So that means that somebody up in Rochester, Minnesota is listening. So nice to have family listening in. That shows you how big of a deal this season, and folks. My family doesn't have anything to do with Lewis Central other than me and my kiddos going here, and they're watching this special season unfold as well. So happy to bring everybody all the excitement here. We'll see if Coach Hannafin's defense here can hold. They have held all of the first half. This is as close as Glenwood has gotten. So they're going to go with this spread look, 3 wide, 2 backs, quarterback in the shotgun by himself. They're going to be motioned to bring in a blocker. He's going to throw to the far side. He's got an out. Does he make the catch? He does. The ball is complete. But it's not enough for a first down, so the clock is running. They're going to get it set, and they ran out of time. So just like that, the Titan defense holds. I tell you what, it would be great to know what happened, because Glenwood called a timeout and then called a second timeout right after it. Didn't even run a play. So had they had that timeout to use, they could have called timeout there with the ball down at the 2. But as it is, time runs out and the half ends. Titan defense holds again, and we'll head to halftime. So we'll be back in about 20 minutes. They got 20 minutes on the clock here. Your Titans leading 21-0 at halftime. right, folks, we are going to get you back ready for action here in the second half as halftime is coming to a close here. If you're just joining us, this is Burke Swenson from Titan Field here at Lewis Central High School as the home team Titans, ranked number 2 in Class 3A, undefeated 7-0 on the season, are leading conference and district foe Glenwood 21-0 here at halftime. If you were able to join us in the first half, you saw Glenwood as a heavy running team, and the Titan offense is predicated on big plays, explosive plays, and so I'm sure we'll see more of that in the second half here. Along the way here in the second half, we'll have some sponsors that we'll give some thank yous to. We always like to give out our shout outs as well. People watching from all over the country, just amazing that we're able to bring this to you. We have folks from Georgia, North Carolina, Alabama, Kentucky, Washington, Montana, South Dakota, Kansas, Iowa, Oklahoma, Missouri, Texas, Indianapolis, Colorado, Wisconsin, and even San Francisco. So it is literally a national broadcast, which is just really fun. So thank you for joining us. We'll bring you a second half here, hopefully filled, and Glenwood's going to try an onside kick to start the second half, and I tell you what, Titans were totally ready for that. Totally ready for that. That's a kudos to Coach Bond.
On the coverage on that and gets the ball. Titans will take over the ball first and 10.
Coach Bond having them all set and ready for anything could be a surprise. Great job, Coach Bond there on that one. Had his team perfectly prepared for that scenario. And the downer of trying that, if it doesn't work, is you give the other team tremendous field position. So Titans will take over at the 45, 46-yard line. They'll go an inside handoff here first to Gittens. Going to be brought down at the line of scrimmage. Going to be a short gain of about 2. If you're just joining us, the Titans are in all navy blue helmet, navy blue jerseys, and white pants, moving from right to left on your screen. Glenwood in the white jerseys with the black pants and black lids. Titans will go 3 wide here, twins to the far side, 2 backs. Titans have a running back and an H-back. Going to be an inside give to Gittens. He's going to bounce off the right side, breaks a tackle, sheds another one, and Mike's going to have it all the way up to the 30-yard line. That's going to be enough for a first down and then some.
Bales on the stop for the Rams.
Mike has had some big runs tonight. He had a long run in the first half of about 50 to 60 yards called back on a penalty that was a touchdown. So Mike's still having a nice yard gaining ground here. The offensive line doing a nice job up front. Titans are going to spread it out now, go with 4 wide, twins to both sides. So if you look at the defense for Glenwood. This is why the Titans do this. It spreads everything out, gives Max a chance to throw and run. He's going to throw it on a dart, a nice slant pass there to Josh Simmons. Folks, what makes that so hard to do is it's a timing route. So it's in practice day after day after day. Max gets that snap, sets his foot, fires, and it's got to be a route that's run on time, precise. They make it look so easy, Max and Josh do. Trust me, that takes a lot of practice to get it to work that smoothly. And just like that, that's a gain of 9, sets up a 2nd and 1. Ball just outside the 20-yard line. Titans looking to score here on their first possession of this second half. Inside to Mike. He pauses. Max keeps it instead around the left side. And, boy, that's going to move the chains there and put the ball inside the 5.
Smith on the stop for the Rams.
And there's the beauty of what this offense can do. You run the ball with Gittens up the middle, and all of a sudden Max pulls that ball. The defense is now keyed on the inside, and here's a Division I athlete off the edge running free like Max did there. Ball's just inside the 10. Looks like the 9-yard line. And so Lewis Central will go with their 3 wide receiver set. Dane across, fake the jet sweep. Gittens inside, bounces it left, but nothing doing. Glenwood strong up the middle. And that's going to be a no gain, if not a slight loss on the play. We'll see where they mark it. I think they're going to mark it a loss of 1. Yeah, so second and goal from the 10. All right, Max into the huddle with the play. We're going to go with 4 wide. Kind of a tight set here. 4 wide receivers, but nobody very far off the edge of the offensive line. Max back to pass. He's going to throw to the corner. He's got Josh. Underthrown just a little bit, but Josh just to the ball comes back. And just like that, folks, another touchdown. Titans run a nice little, what we call an axe smash route there. The outside receiver is going to run a hitch. And the inside receiver, the number 2 receiver, is going to run what we call a corner route. And all that Max has to do is read that corner. If the corner sits with the outside hitch, he throws to the flag to the corner because he knows that safety is going to be behind the receiver. And Max read it perfectly and placed it perfectly. All right, so we got a false start here on the PAT team. That's going to move it back 5. Not a problem for Drake. This is right up his wheelhouse here. Just a little 5 yards further back. Here's the snap. There's the hold. There's the kick. That one was close to being blocked, but Drake gets it through. And that's a PAT to tack on another point, making it 28-0. Okay, so, folks, what we got here is we are 1 score away from a running clock. In Iowa, when you get up by 35 points on the other team, the clock runs continuously, which means the clock will not stop unless there's a penalty, a score, or a change of quarters. And so 1 more touchdown, and the Titans will have that. They have had that in every game they've played this year. That in and of itself, folks, is an impressive stat, that they've had the running clock in every single game so far this season. So offense going. With that, we want to get back to thanking some of our sponsors. So we want to thank again AirServe. Thanks to Travis Waldstein and AirServe Heating and Air Conditioning, serving AC and heating systems in Council Bluffs, Glenwood, Trainer, and more. AirServe. So thank you, folks, for sponsoring our Titan football game tonight and in future broadcasts. Drake Nettles is out to kick. The official came out and grabbed something. Not sure what that is. And got it off the field play there. So Drake sets up his kicking team ready to go. All right, Drake is ready for the officials. Here's the kick, and what we will expect to be yet another touchback. In fact, that touchback went all the way through the end zone. So Drake doing what he consistently does. That's touchback 55 or 56 on the season out of 60-some tries. So that is without a doubt the norm.
Score of interest, Abraham Lincoln, 23, Des Moines.
All right, the Titan defense on Titan defense. Folks, Coach Hannafin's defense has only given up 14 points in a game before, and they did that twice. So no one has scored more than 14. So it has been incredibly hard to score. I believe the average on the season is something like 9 points a game. So far, Titan defense has been up to the task, keeping Glenwood off the scoreboard. Glenwood's going to continue with their rushing attack there, giving the fullback on the first play of the second half here for Glenwood. Nice gain of about, I was going to say 6. Yeah, so gain of about 6, sets up a 2nd and 4. As I mentioned in the first half, on option football, that is absolutely key. You've got to get a good yardage on first down to keep yourself on schedule with the plays that you want to run, the plays that you do well. Motion, here's the snap. Going to be a dive again. Fullback gets through this time. Break to tackle. Then as he's being tackled, drops the ball. I think, however, Glenwood had another player, another lineman close, and he falls on the ball.
Strips the ball.
And he does.
It was
So
recovered by Glenwood.
the play is going to result in a first down for Glenwood. So that'll move the chains. So the ball is placed fairly close to the far hash. 1st and 10, ball at the 34-yard line. All right, so Glenwood's going to stay in their flex look with 2 receivers to this near side. Motion across, inside handoff, and why wouldn't you? Fullback's running hard right now. They've got 2 fullbacks that they run. This one looks like he's going to get a gain of 10 on that play. So Lewis Central's got to do something in the middle there to stop that dive, or I promise you Glenwood's going to stay with it. They're just going to keep bringing fullback dives and fullback traps until you stop it. All right, they're going to stay in their flex bone look. Motion. Here's the snap. Again with the fullback.
Hands the ball off the middle to Sylvius again.
And you may say, well, that's not much of a gain, but, folks, that's about 3 yards, and they'll take that play after play after play. Then that sets up, in theory, it'd set up a 4th and 1, and if you're running the ball well enough to continue moving the sticks, then you're going to go for it. So
2nd down.
2nd and a 7 here. 2nd and a long 7, short 8. Clock continuing to wind here. That's one thing this offense for Glenwood does, is it chews up clock. Now, here's the problem, though. Because they're behind, that actually doesn't benefit them. If you're ahead and you got the lead, this is perfect. But when you're playing from behind, you've got to get some points on the board and do it faster than your opponent because you are running out of clock here. Quarterback keep off the edge, breaks a tackle. Nice effort there by the quarterback for Glenwood. And that's what that dive sets up. You successfully hand the fullback dive over and over and over again. It lulls the defense into assuming the fullback's got it. And all of a sudden, that quarterback squirts out. He's got the ball around the edge. There, he even broke a tackle. Nice effort. And that gives them a first down, and they are in Titan territory now. Ball at the 47-yard line. No, excuse me, 43-yard line. Signal in the play. They're going to stay in that flex bone look. 2 receivers this time. And timeout. That clock was about to wind out there. So a little slow getting the play in there by Glenwood. And forces them to take a timeout. So with the timeout, we'll take another chance to thank our sponsors, this time Heartland Properties. The Heartland Properties team dedicated to putting their experience and local knowledge to work for you in all steps of your real estate transaction from start to finish. Heartland Properties. Thank you, Heartland. All right. So with the timeout here, Coach Hannafin gets a chance to regroup his D here. Again, this drive doesn't hurt anything. It's chewing up time. It's chewing up yards. But unless they score some points out of it, nothing hurt for the Titan defense. And with a 21-point lead, or excuse me, 28-point lead, they're fine and content to let Glenwood continue grinding the ball out. It's just chewing up clock and giving them less clock to have a chance to score and come back in the game. So everything playing really well into Lewis Central's hands here. Coach Hannafin, of course, won't be happy about all the yards, but if it doesn't result in any points, no harm, no foul. So, all right, so 1st and 10 for Glenwood. They'll stick in this flex bone set. 2 receivers to the far side. Motion near. Going to be a toss sweep. He's going to try and get the edge. He does. And then he's brought down by the second level of the Titan defense there. Had a chance to make a play there to possibly bring him down behind the line of scrimmage, but as it is, he squirts forward for a gain of about 6. All right, they break the huddle. They'll stay in that flex look. The flex bone, folks, is, I said earlier, it's kind of like an inverted wishbone. So you think of the old wishbone teams where the 3 backs are in the backfield. Well, just 2 of them are on the outside. And then they use motion to try and misdirect you or to try and gain an edge outflanking your defense. As it is there, they give the fullback dive again, and that's going to move the sticks for them. Another first down. So not quite sure the strategy here by Glenwood. I suppose they're just looking for points of any kind that they can get, but no real sense of urgency here as the offense just kind of methodically is moving the ball down the field. Fullback dive again off the right side. He breaks the tackle. He was about 1 player away there from hitting pay dirt. So they've got something going here on the interior with these fullback dives. Almost every single play of this drive has been fullback oriented. So ball is inside the 20 now at the 15. So we'll see if this is a bend don't break situation or if Glenwood can finally capitalize. Motion near, fullback give. Titans had him, and then he kept his legs churning, broke free, falls forward, gets the ball inside the 10. Now, an interesting little bit here. So it's 2nd and about 4. So the Glenwood offense can actually get a first down yet before getting a touchdown. So that would be huge if they got themselves another set of downs here to have a crack already inside the 10-yard line. Glenwood will stay in the flex. They've got twins to the far side. Motion near. Fullback give. He is met right at the hole, but again is able to bounce off those tacklers. Boy, he was met head on in the hole, somehow kept his feet churning, and is actually able to fall forward for a gain. Sets up a 3rd and 1. Glenwood will bring in a different player. They'll swap out some personnel. Brings in what I think looks like a tight end. So I'm sure they're going to try and get this first down, if not hit pay dirt. If you're Titan defense, you're willing to give up the first down. That's going to chew up more clock. But you want to keep them out of that end zone. Motion across. Fullback dive. Off the left edge. I think he's going to have enough for a first down. But he's going to be tackled short of the goal line. So, yep, that'll bring up a first and goal. Ball is at the 3-yard line. We're already down to 3 minutes in this third quarter. A little confusion there by the Glenwood offense. Now they're set. Motion across. Fullback dive off the right edge, and he's going to walk in for a touchdown. So Glenwood scores its first points of the night with 2:41 to go in the game. Titans still have a comfortable 28-6 lead. We'll see if they add the extra point and make it 28-7. And a player running off. See if that's going to, nope, okay, they're not going to call a legal substitution. So here's the snap, the hold, the kick, and they signal it's good. So with 2:41 to go in the game, Titans leading 28-7. Glenwood scores its first points of the second half and first points of the game. All right, so let's thank Bloomworks Floral in downtown Council Bluffs, offering unique, fresh, and permanent floral arrangements, specializing in creative wedding design, amazing prom accessories, and beautiful sympathy florals. Bloomworks Floral. Thank you for sponsoring Titan football. We'll take just a short break here in between the score and the kickoff. We'll be back. All right, folks, we are back. If you're just joining us, Glenwood has just scored, and they try an onside kick again for the second time. Now, it looks like Glenwood may have recovered, but the question is, where did they recover? If it didn't go 10 yards, then it will be Titan ball. When you onside kick or any kick, the ball has got to travel 10 yards before the kicking team can touch it. Here's the call. Legal touching, yeah. So Glenwood tries another surprise onside kick, and this time touches it before it can travel the required 10 yards. So the Titans will take over. So once again, as they did last time, the Titans will take over with the ball at the 50-yard line. Last time I believe was 49. So last time they were on the Titan 49-yard line. This time they're actually already in Glenwood territory for their first down. So a risky call here. I understand wanting to try and get an extra possession, but boy, I don't know if the risk is worth the reward there as you give this potent offense excellent field position. So Titans will come out with 3 wide, twins to the near side. Here's Max. Inside handoff to Gittens. He bounces to the left, breaks a tackle, and is brought down after a gain of about 7, or I think they'll mark it 6. And another Glenwood player is down. So they'll take a timeout here to attend to the down lineman there. A couple scores we got here. Harlan leading Creston 41-0 in the third. And Urbandale beating TJ 17-3 in the third. We'll see if we can find some other scores as we go here. With that also, we want to take a moment to thank Piles Photography. They have been capturing childhood memories through school portraits, images of youth sports, and special occasions since 1946. Piles Photography. ADM is leading Winterset 21-14 at halftime. Wow, that is a stunner. Without a doubt, the hardest game Lewis Central's had on the season was 2 weeks ago at Winterset. Now, I know after that game, their Winterset's running back had concussion-like symptoms, and they were missing a couple others. That would be an absolute stunner if ADM pulls off that upset. ADM started the year 4-0. Was thought that they didn't play really anybody overly good. They're 0-3 in district play, so it kind of was leading you to believe that that was true. But now, so yeah, we'll have to see if that one holds true. Wow, that's a heck of a stunner of a score there. All right, so they've got the Glenwood player up. Looks like he's going to be helped off with the help of a couple of coaches there. Looks like maybe a lower leg injury.
42, Denison 7, third quarter. AL 23, Des Moines North 8, third quarter.
All right. So we'll come back here. So Titans are going to have 2nd and 4. Ball at the 43-yard line of Glenwood. So they're in plus territory already. Titans going with 4 wide, trips to the far side. Haven't seen much of this formation for the Titans tonight. Glenwood showing blitz, and they do. Max is going to get rid of it right away as the blitz comes. Run a screen to Dane Norville. He catches it inside, bounces it outside, and is going to have himself a first down. Flag on the play, though. Let's see what the call is. The flag's thrown near the line of scrimmage. That was a perfect play call for the blitz. And they're going to call a legal block in the back on Josh Simmons. So that's going to negate the first down and march the ball back here. They'll retain 2nd down, but it's now going to be 2nd and 12. So something for Coach Duggan that I'm sure he'll focus on. Some penalties tonight, self-inflicted penalties that have hurt the offense overall. All right, so they're going to stick with the trips look here. They'll bring trips to the near side now. Ball's on the far hash. Single receiver up top. Max in the shotgun. Here's the snap. Inside handoff. And he's going to be tackled for a loss. Tackled right then as the play was handed off.
Gittens is dropped in the backfield for the loss. Bales on the tackle for the Rams.
And that's going to move the sticks back even further. So a little life here from Glenwood. Going to bring up a 3rd and 16. We'll see what offensive play they want to run. They're going to exchange backs. Get Fricky in for Gittens. Max in the shotgun. He's got 4 receivers, twins to both sides. Blitz up the middle. Max is going to get away. No, he's not. Max is brought down and a flag thrown. I'm going to assume it's going to be a holding flag.
There's a flag on the play.
Let's see what the call is here. I'm sure that'll be declined. Yeah, so that'll bring up 4th and a mile here. So we'll see the Titans punt it here. Drake will come on to flip the field. A little excitement on the Glenwood sidelines, but got a definite feeling it's a little too late here with a minute to go in the third quarter. Titans leading 28-7, and Glenwood's average drives are chewing up about 6 minutes. So we'll see if anything changes there. Drake gets the ball away. It's going to take a bounce and roll in favor of the Titans, and it's going to roll all the way down inside the 20 to the 19. An outstanding punt by Drake Nettles, doing exactly what we needed him to do. Flips the field, meaning that the offense for Glenwood will now have to drive the length of the field. Great job on special teams, especially there with the leg of Drake Nettles. Great job, Drake. So that's going to set up a 1st and 10 for Glenwood all the way back at the 19. Ball's on the near hash. Glenwood moving from left to right here. There's only 46 seconds left in this third quarter. Glenwood will stay in their traditional flex here. Inside handoff, dive, and it's going to be tackled for a short gain.
Ball off the Soviets again. Check that Carter on the carry.
So they'll huddle up here, signal in the play. Glenwood just kind of methodically doing what they do. Flex set here, motion away. Toss sweep outside. And that's going to be tackled for a loss this time. Going to lose about 2 on that. A nice defensive play by the Titans.
Host of Titans on the stop dropped them for a loss.
So Glenwood runs what's called a jet toss. We run what we call a jet sweep, which is the receiver comes across and is handed the ball as you go. They run what's called a jet toss, which you just try and outflank the defense there. So that'll end the third quarter, folks. Your Titans are leading 28-7 at the end of 3. We'll get in one more thank you here to Watson and Ryan Law Firm, practicing in both Iowa and Nebraska, a business and litigation firm working for a diverse client base, including businesses, financial institutions, and not-for-profit organizations, government entities, and individual clients. Watson and Ryan Law Firm, thank you for sponsoring Titan football. So we'll take a short break here, and we'll be back for fourth quarter action. All right, folks, we're back and ready for fourth quarter action. If you're just joining us, your Titans are leading 28-7 over Glenwood as we begin the fourth quarter. Glenwood will have 3rd and 8. Look for a pass here, a roll out by the quarterback. He's going to roll to his right. He's got pressure, steps up, throws, going to complete the pass, and he breaks a tackle, and that'll be enough for a Glenwood first down. So that'll move the chains. Glenwood with some momentum here, having put their first score on the board and then had a nice defensive stand, putting the Titan offense in 4th and long, forcing a punt. All right, they'll stick in their flex bone look. Motion to come here, near side. Back, going to be a pass. Down the sideline. Well covered there. Try to stop and a go or a hitch and go route. They have a size advantage on our corner, but nothing doing. Well covered, pass overthrown. That was just an example of just a team that doesn't throw the ball very much and just not able to execute like you'd want. Whereas on the Titan side, the passing being such a big part of what they do, they make it look pretty easy. So 2nd and 10, a big gamble there, kind of gets them off schedule. Would assume we'll see some sort of a run here. Motion away. Inside handoff, quarterback keep. Tries to play that midline keep right up through the middle, but tackled for a minimal gain of about 3. They're going to give him 4. So that sets up a 3rd and 6. Long 6, short 7, whichever one you want to call it. Ball's on the far hash. Titans have been pretty effective on 3rd down over the course of the evening, but here in that last 3rd quarter, Glenwood did some nice things on 3rd down to keep that scoring drive alive. They'll go with the flex bone, 2 receivers to the far side. Motion away, going to be the jet sweep on the edge, and he's going to get the first down. He breaks through and is tackled after a gain of about 20. So that's going to move the sticks and put them in Titan territory. So that'll put the ball at the 37-yard line of the Titans. Ball's on the far hash. Titans still leading 28-7, so no real pressure yet by the Titan defense. They'll try that sweep again. He's going to cut inside, and this time he's going to be met by a host of tacklers. So that'll be a gain of about, I want to say they're going to give him a gain of maybe 1, maybe 2. It's going to be 1, yeah. So gain of 1. Nice job there defensively by the Titans. Nice flow to the edge. Ball's now on the near hash. Glenwood moving from right to left on your screen. Glenwood having some trouble getting lined up here. All right, so they've got the flex bone look. Motion nearby, going to be a counter. Going to throw the hitch to the outside. Pass is complete. Still on his feet, breaks a couple tackles, finally brought down. See what they give him a gain of. It's going to be a gain of about 7 or 8 here. We'll see where they mark it. Yep, gain of about 7. So that's going to set up a 3rd and 2. So would assume we'll see a dive of some sort here. Motion across, inside handoff, quarterback keeps. He's off the right side. He's got a blocker in front of him continuing to push the pile. And that's going to move it and move the chains. That'll be a first down for Glenwood.
Close to Titans on the stop.
And so that's going to put the ball inside the 20. Guess we call that officially the 19. So this drive continues. Again, chewing up clock. We're already under 9 minutes here to go in this fourth quarter. Titans leading 28-7. Motion across the formation. Handoff to the fullback. He's off the left edge with a big gain.
Carter on the carry for the Rams.
And that's going to set up a second, and let's see where they mark it. Or no, that's going to move the chains all the way to the first down. So they've got first and goal, folks, at the 8. So Glenwood's got something going here in this second half. They've put one score on the board already, threatening to do a second. Inside handoff to the fullback. He's met in the hole, but bounces off and falls forward. It's going to put the ball inside the 5. Bring up a second and goal. See where they mark it. One official here standing on the 4. I assume that's where they'll put it. And it is. Coach Hannafin's going to make a trade here, bring out a linebacker for a defensive tackle. Try and get some beef in that middle, stop the dive action. Glenwood will come out, split one wide receiver quite wide. Stay in there, flex. Inside handoff to the fullback. He bounces off the right side, and he's in for the touchdown. And so Glenwood scores to make it 28-13 here in the fourth quarter. 7:29 to go. Glenwood will line up for the PAT. Here's the snap, here's the hold and the kick. And it is good. So with that, that'll make it 28-14. So what was a 28-0 lead has now been cut in half. Halfway roughly through this fourth quarter. So with that, we'll thank Smith Davis Insurance, locally owned and operated in Council Bluffs. When you work with Smith Davis Insurance, you'll experience the exceptional service and attention to detail that you can only find with an independent agent. Smith Davis Insurance. All right, folks, we're going to take just a short break here, and we'll be back for the continuation of the fourth quarter. Titans leading 28-14. All right, folks, we're back. If you've been with us, Glenwood has tried an onside the last 2 times, and this will be 3. None of them have worked, and this one won't either. We got a flag here now thrown after the play. Let's see what the call is.
Onside kick was recovered by the Titans.
So the Titans recover the onside. Flag thrown after the play.
After the end of the play, personal foul, late hit.
All right, that makes sense. So Josh Simmons had recovered the ball, was on the ground, so at that point he is down. He was then hit by a Glenwood player. Josh got up, not happy about it, and as we see, rightfully so, that was a late hit after the play, so that'll tack 15 yards on. So, folks, not only did they try an onside kick and give Lewis Central great field position, you tack the penalty on, and now the Titans have the ball inside the 40 for 1st and 10. Max goes to work with twins to both sides. Max tries to get him to draw off sides here. Now changes the play. Here's the snap. Inside handoff. Max keeps it. He's off the edge to the right side and wisely gets out of bounds. No need to take extra hits. Damage is done as Max is going to get a gain of about 5 there, I believe. We'll see where they mark it. I believe it's going to be, exactly 5. So that'll set up a 2nd and 5. little momentum on Glenwood's side right now, but if Titans can put one on the board here, that'll negate all of that with only 7 minutes and change left to go here in the game. So Titan offense badly needs a score here to keep this game just out of reach for Glenwood. They'll go with 3 receivers here, 2 backs. Inside handoff, Gittens up the middle. Gains a little, but a flag thrown. Typically that flag is thrown in the area of holding. We'll see what it is. It's either going to be a hold or a face mask. I believe it's going to be a holding. Yeah, the official's looking to the Glenwood side, so it's going to be a hold here. I'm sure Corey will push him back. So that's going to set up a 2nd and 15 instead of 2nd and 5. Well, no, it's going to be from the spot of the foul, so it's not quite as bad. It's going to be a 2nd and about 13, 14 yards. So we'll try and get back a chunk of it here on this 2nd down play and make it a manageable 3rd down. All right, Max is going to have 3 receivers, twins to the far side. He's got his running back and H-back with him in the backfield. Inside handoff to Gittens. They try it up the middle. Not much doing. I'm a little surprised at that play call. There hasn't been much success here in this second half at all on that inside running play there. Keep trying. And that's going to bring up maybe a gain of 1, so that's a 3rd and about 14 here. So we'll see what we want to call here. Coach Camrad. All right, finally get a call here with 12 seconds on the play clock. So Titans are going to have to hustle up here unless they want to use a timeout. 7, 6, 5. Max looks like he's going to, he's going to have to call a timeout. So some indecision there. And that's going to cost the Titans a timeout. Coach Duggan not happy about it. So we'll take a timeout here along with them and get our last sponsor in. We want to thank The Hub, newly established in 2017 and located downtown in Council Bluffs. The Hub offers an amazing trampoline park and with dodgeball, open bounce, dunk hoops, and airbag, all designed to create a fun family entertainment center here in Council Bluffs. Thank you to The Hub. So we'll take a short break as they take this time out. We'll be back for the finish of the 4th quarter here. 6:05 to go. Your Titans leading 28-14. All right, folks, so we're back here. A big 3rd down here for the Titans, 3rd and 14, leading 28-14 here in the 4th quarter. This is going to be Max off the left edge. He's going to get to the outside. He's got a lane, but he's going to be hit hard. Short of the 1st down, a big hit. Almost a clothesline-looking hit. And that's going to bring up a 4th and about 6. So let's see what Coach Duggan wants to do here. Kind of in that no man's land here. You could kick a field goal, but you'd sure rather have the touchdown. They need to try and keep this drive going, and that's what they're going to do. So Coach is going to go for it on 4th down here. Ball's on the far hash here. They're going to come out with 4 wide. Twins into the boundary, twins to the far side here. Glenwood showing blitz. Here's the snap. They bring pressure. And timeout taken by the Titans right before the snap. Probably was a good thing as Glenwood had way more people coming than we could block. And so this will give the Titans a chance to set up a different play or at least a different protection for the play. So we'll take a short timeout here along with them and be back for this 4th down attempt. All right, folks, so let's bring you this 4th down play here. Titans are going to go for it on 4th and 6 from the Glenwood 33. Your Titans are leading 28-14. They'll go with 4 wide, twins to both sides. Max in the shotgun. Here's the snap, a good pocket, time to throw. He's going to throw the deep ball. He's got Dane Norville, and Dane can't quite haul it in. Oh! Perfect throw right on his hands. 9 times out of 10, Dane's going to catch that pass for a touchdown. As it is, it falls through his hands, and that's going to give Glenwood a chance offensively here. Really nice job blocking up front. Max put that ball on a line there. Dane ran a great route, got separation, just wasn't meant to be. So the Titan defense will try and get a stop here. Glenwood has scored on their last 2 possessions. They've got the ball at the 33-yard line here. Motion near, going to be a toss sweep. Great job on the outside by the Titan defense. And they tackle him for a big loss.
Miller with a tackle on the play.
Exactly what Coach Hannafin needed to have happen. A big loss on the play. Going to bring up 2nd and about 14 for this Glenwood offense, getting them off schedule, off track here. Only 4 minutes and 30 seconds to go in the game. And we've got 2nd and 14. All right, they're going to spread it out. Expect a pass here. He's going to roll to his right. Pressure, throws the ball right away, gets it to the receiver. Was the receiver that went in motion. A little flat route there as they ran the level routes. Catch is made, but for a short gain, only going to be a gain of about, I guess it was a gain of about 8. So it's going to set up a 3rd and about 7, 3rd and 8, somewhere in there. So a huge 3rd down here. If the Titans can get a stop, this almost certainly will either be a desperation go for it on 4th down for Glenwood or a punt. All right, they're going to stay all spread out here. No fullback behind him. Motion across. Jet sweep. He's going to throw the ball. It's going to be halfback pass back to the quarterback, and it's complete. You could see that one unfolding. So they run a jet sweep, a toss sweep, and he throws it back to the quarterback on the far side. Trick play works, gets them a 1st down. Ball is now in Titan territory. However, the clock is not in favor of Glenwood as there's under 4 minutes to play. They go with twins to both sides. Pass is going to come. He rolls to his left, isn't able to go. Out scrambles the defender, but then is tackled as he scrambles forward for a gain of about 1, maybe 2. I guess they'll call it a gain of 2, but right now, folks, the biggest thing for the Titans is they kept him in bounds, and that clock just continues to roll. That's going to be the biggest problem for Glenwood, is their offense is not a quick strike offense, and the more the Titans can keep that ball in play and in bounds, the harder this game's going to become for Glenwood to truly be in contention to win. This is going to be a pass. He's going to scramble. He's hit, and it's intercepted. Calvin Fricky with the interception. I don't see any flags, and they're moving the sticks. And that right there, folks, could be the nail in the coffin for the Rams. Logan Jones got right to the quarterback as he was trying to throw it. As it is, affects the throw. The ball falls short. intercepted by Calvin Fricky, and the Titan offense is going to take over at the 48-yard line with 2:53 to go. So this becomes a scenario where all the Lewis Central has to do is basically get about 2 first downs, and this game is out of reach for Glenwood. We'll see what they do here. I'm sure we'll see some runs. Max is going to keep it off the right side. Max has got a hole. He's going to go, and Max is going to take it all the way. He's going to put it on his shoulders, and just like that, this game is going to be over. Basically on the scoreboard. It's not done on the clock yet, but that's gonna do it. Max off the right side. Nice job blocking. Max turns on the jets. There's that track speed that I love when track season rolls around. One of the great joys of getting to coach Max in track for the last 3 years is his effort and his input into that sport, and it shows on the football field. Great run, huge run, a 52-yard touchdown run. Drake on for the extra point, and that's going to make it 35-14. There's still 2:45 to go, and there's still some ball to be played, but in reality, folks, that's pretty much going to do it, sealing what's going to be another district win for Lewis Central. So this almost certainly will make Lewis Central the district winner. There's still a game to go, but got to believe Lewis Central's chances against ADM are more than favorable. So we'll take just a short break, and we'll be back for what should be our final kickoff here for Drake Nettles in the fourth quarter. All right, folks. If you're just joining us, Max Duggan just ripped off a 52-yard run to put this game almost certainly out of reach for the Glenwood Rams. Your Titans are leading 35-14 with 2:45 to go in the game. Here's Drake Nettles on for the kickoff in what should be a touchback. And they're going to field it just shy of the goal line and bring it out. We'll see if that was a good decision. And as it is, it was not. So Drake's kickoff falls to the 1-yard line. It's returned, but it's only returned out to, see where they mark it. I want to say the 17. 16, I'm going to say 17. So they actually would have gotten more yards out of it had they just let it go into the end zone. As it is, Glenwood will take over 1st and 10 from the 17. Titan defense on. Titan defense came up with a huge interception on the last possession. So motion, here's the snap. Going to be a quick pass to the far side on a out route there, a little hitch route. Catch is made. Going to be a gain of about, what are they going to mark it, about 5?
Nice around the stop.
Yeah, gain of about 5.
Pass is completed to Bloom.
But that clock keeps rolling, and that's going to be the problem. There's only 2 minutes and change and counting in the game. They're going to try a deep pass here, and it's really well covered. Nice job by Julian Neitzer there running step for step. Even though they have the height advantage, Julian was right in his hip pocket there, running step for step, turned and looked for the ball as it came. Great execution on that play. So the incomplete stops it with 2:06, sets up a 3rd and 5 for Glenwood. They're going to spread things out here again. Quarterback in the shotgun. He's going to throw the ball to the near side. Nope, he's going to be sacked. Logan Jones with the big sack. Going to be a loss on the play. Push them back to 4th and 12. The ball's all the way back now at the 15-yard line. So I'm assuming Glenwood will go for it here, as there's really no point in punting. Their only chance is to get a first down and try and get some points, but with 1:30 and counting, that's not going to happen. Here's the snap. He's going to throw the ball up the seam. He's got him, and Josh is right there to knock it down. So the pass is broken up, and Glenwood will turn it over on downs.
Deep in Rams territory. First and 10.
So the Titans will take over 1st and 10 at the 15 with 1:24 to go in the game, leading 35-14. So Titans are going to win this one and head to 8-0, 4-0 in district play. The only question here is, are they going to put one in and try and score and extend that margin, or are they going to just take a knee and sit on it? We'll see here. There's one timeout left. Looks like we've got 3 wide. Max in the shotgun. Looks like they're going to run a play here. Yep, Max is going to throw the out. Hits Thomas Fedoni on the far sideline. Looks like it's going to be about a gain of 9. Hard to tell from this angle. We'll see where they mark it.
Berkey on the coverage for the Rams.
I guess they'll call it 8. So we've got 2nd and goal. Titans can still get a first down without getting a touchdown. But my guess is we'll see a running play here with Max maybe keeping it. Nope, he's going to give it on the inside, and Mike Gittens is going to run up and off the left side and in for the final touchdown of the evening here. And with the score, that's going to push it to 41-14. Titans, Drake is on to kick the PAT. Nice night for Mike Gittens there. Nice job. Mike's worked hard here, gotten better and better each game as this season's gone on. Drake is waiting for someone who's missing on the PAT. Brady Miller runs out here at the end. All right, here is the snap. Here's the hold. Here's the kick. And Drake is good. So, folks, with 1:14, your Titans have extended their lead to 42-14. We'll take our last break of the evening, and we'll be back for the last 1:14 of play. All right, folks, if you're back and joining us, you know what that song means. That means Titans have scored and they're about to kick off. Your Titans have taken the lead and extended it to 42-14 over Glenwood. There's 1:14 to go in the game, so this is going to be a victory by the Titans. Drake's going to put this one in the end zone.
Now the skip goes through the end zone for a touchback. Rams will take over 1st and 10 at the 20-yard line.
So we had a high tonight of 294 folks tuning in. Sure appreciate that. Anytime we get up in the near 300 range, that's fantastic. We're so happy to be able to bring you the sights and sounds here. Megan Dermody doing our filming, Pete Norville running our analytics and our programming here. This is Burke Swenson with the last few plays of the game here. Glenwood's going to run the dive play off the left edge there. Minimal gain. More importantly for everybody in the stands, that clock's going to keep running. This game's basically decided here as it clicks under a minute, so. So this will bring up a 2nd and 7 for Glenwood. I'm assuming they'll stay in their flex look. Yep, more than likely a off tackle play here with the dive back. Nope, inside there. A little bit of a trap play there.
Tricky on the stop for your Titans.
Decent gain for them. That'll set up a 3rd and 3 and what will be the last play of the game. And here it is, folks. This will be the last play of the game as the clock ticks down. Glenwood will run jet sweep on the outside. And he's going to be brought down short of a first down. So, folks, with that, that'll be the ball game. Your Titans move to 8-0 on this special season. If they can go undefeated next week, that'll be only the 2nd undefeated season in 58 years of football. But more importantly, they're continuing their stranglehold on the district and look perfectly positioned to host a first-round playoff game. So thanks for joining us, folks. Your Titans win 42-14 over Glenwood. We'll be back next week as the Titans host Week 9 final game of the regular season against ADM.